With SJWs, it's always constant complaints, constant whining, constant never looking in the mirror and seeing where your actual value is at, but rather always trying to compare yourself to somebody who has more value and saying, why does that person get more than me? They must be miserable too. Remember, it's never about lifting people up. It's always about bringing other people down with these people. And that's what we'll get to talking about in the Spider-Man controversy today. But before we do that, I have a bunch of books on Amazon's, comic books, regular books, awesome things for you. If you love science fiction and comics, my name's John Delarose. I am a #1 best-selling author. I've won awards for my work. I've got my links in the description below. Please check out all those books and support the channel. I appreciate you guys so much who do so. We've really crushed it so far this year, and we're going to keep on winning. And we're not going to have to deal with any of these SJW problems with our books. It's a lot of fun. All right, the topic of the day. Kirsten Dunst says the pay gap between her and Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man was extreme. Oh no, she starred, look at how Yahoo phrases this, starred in Spider-Man alongside Tobey Maguire as his love interest, Mary Jane. And we'll dissect this in a second. The specific amount she made for her work is unknown, of course, and that's how they always try to leave it. So here's Dunst. The pay disparity between me and Spider-Man was very extreme. I didn't even think about it. I was like, yeah, Tobey Maguire's playing Spider-Man. But do you know who was on the cover of the second Spider-Man poster? Spider-Man and me. Oh my gosh, how terrible. Yes, it was all her that was the draw for Spider-Man. People were going to see the Mary Jane character. That's what they wanted to see. They wanted to see her acting and being sad and wondering where Peter was. That is the whole purpose of the Spider-Man movie, and we can just call it a day there. She should have gotten, in fact, more than Tobey Maguire for this effort, obviously, because she is a strong female lead. Oh, wait. She wasn't the lead. This is where it all goes crazy. And of course, the Spider-Man in Spider-Man would get more money than anybody else in a film. It doesn't matter what gender he is. It doesn't matter anything else. This happens because of the character he's playing and because of the fact that he's the lead. She is not, in fact, the lead. Mary Jane is never the lead. She is what's called a supporting character. She can be in the movie. It's great, and it's good to have a Mary Jane in the Spider-Man mythos, but it could have been anybody. You know, honestly, Kirsten Dunst did a terrible job in that movie. She was so flat, so boring. I really had trouble watching her scenes because of her poor acting, but that's another story. And, you know, the weird dyed red hair, it was bizarre. The casting was not the best on that front. But despite that, her character still did not do nearly as much in the movie as, say, the character of Spider-Man. And it's because it's a freaking Spider-Man movie. It's obvious. She did not, quote, star in Spider-Man. She was a supporting character in Spider-Man. And that's where all these feminist stories go off the rails. And that's where companies like Yahoo, who is reporting this news right here, ugh, painful. Please just, you don't have to phrase this for your social justice cause when there is no social justice cause to be had. It's pretty obvious that they're trying to reframe things here, and anybody who actually reads this and has half a brain will go, well, yeah, she obviously shouldn't make as much as Tobey Maguire. Probably shouldn't even make half as much as Tobey Maguire, given the movie. Oh, I'm great. She got a picture on the poster. Good for her for the second film. But the character still was not the lead in the second film. It was still Spider-Man, no matter how she tries to frame this. It's absolutely stupid. And if you're looking at Tobey Maguire making $4 million on Spider-Man, I mean, what's the truth about how much Brie Larson made on Captain Marvel? You could be sure it's a lot more than that. And if there's a Captain Marvel 2, I'm sure it's going to be even more than that, because that's how things work these days. It's very bizarre. What do you think about all this? Why is this coming up today, of all days? This doesn't even make sense. This is a movie from, 20 years ago. It's absurd. But this is what they do. It's always whining. It's always complaining. It's always trying to bring everybody else down. All right. Let me know what you think about this. Leave a comment down below. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.